Let's bring in Rhys Waters now. He is actually one of those evacuees. Rhys and his family had to leave their home in Hammonds Plains, which is about 20 kilometers northwest of Halifax, right next to where the Tantallon fire is burning. And he joins us now from a friend's cottage on the southern coast of Hunts Point, Nova Scotia. So Rhys, tell us, how are you and your family holding up in this situation?
Really tired. Really, as you can imagine, there's been a lot of strain and stress. We've been hotel hopping, but we've got like 4 kids and a dog, so it's been a bit of a logistical nightmare to kind of keep moving around. But now we're at my friend's cottage. We were really lucky that it was available. We're trying to decompress a little bit, but obviously still doom scrolling through the news and local feeds and residents groups on social media, because a lot of people are still there and our home is still there as well. So
wow, 4 children and a dog. That's a lot to be dealing with. But tell us about the evacuation itself. When did you find out? How much time did you have to pack up and get out?
So our neighbours in Tantallon, we're slightly southwest of Tantallon, were being evacuated much earlier on in the afternoon, and we decided to start packing earlier because everyone was saying it was spreading quite fast. So we managed to kind of have at least a couple of hours to pack and plan a little, photo albums, those kind of things. But we were pretty much found a hotel out at the airport, because there wasn't much space. A lot of people had moved out, and just as we were kind of loading up the cars and the kids were in the cars, me and my wife were just talking about a plan when the alert came up on our phones about 10:30 saying you need to get out. And then it was kind of like almost like a horror film, or like a disaster movie, where you drive through the neighborhood and everyone's loading their cars and the garage doors are open and people are shoving things in their trunks. It was very surreal. It felt like we were kind of living through one of those scenes. It was really unnerving, but we got out and our home is still there, so we're really lucky.
Right. Yes. What, as you say, almost like an action movie, a horror movie, whatever you'd want to call it. What was going through your mind as you were leaving your house?
I guess we were trying to play it cool for the kids and not get them too worked up. They were already quite upset because they were aware of what was going on, and the situation obviously didn't look like normal, and it was kind of quite late in the evening, which was unusual for them to kind of be doing anything like this. So it was very kind of it was very scary. It was very kind of emotional and quite tough. But at the same time, we were able to get out, and we were grateful that we had that kind of ability to at least have a bit of a plan and at least kind of go through our home and take photos for insurance, so in case we needed to. So I know some people had to leave with much less time than us. They literally left with whatever they were wearing at the time. So we were lucky we had a bit more of a head start.
Yeah, you must have been thinking, I may never get to see this house again if you're taking your photo albums and so forth. But now you mentioned your house is still okay. How do you know that?
So we have Wi-Fi cameras for, I guess, security, or if a parcel's being delivered, and we can still check those cameras, which means we still have power and the Wi-Fi is still running. So we've been able to, and then my wife was actually able to pop over to the home quickly today. Some neighbors have been able to go in and been given access in case they needed to, pick up pets or, just check their properties. And when she went there, she said it was very eerie. There were like lawn mowers, just left in the front yard where people had been cutting the grass and abandoned them. She was quite affected by it because everything's just completely deserted.
Yes, now that sounds like a science fiction movie for sure. But have you been told anything by officials as to when you might be able to go home?
I think I think they're afraid to make too many promises, to let us know, because obviously the situation keeps changing, especially with the new fire, in the kind of more closer to Bedford, which is just, we're literally, getting news from neighbors as it's happening. It's a much more densely populated area. It's a much more of there's a lot of new construction and apartment blocks there, and the fire is really close to a lot of that. So I can only imagine that, in terms of a priority of us getting back into our homes, that's already shifted this afternoon. So we're lucky we're here. I guess we can stay here for a while longer, hopefully. But I think there might be some real issues with this new evacuation, finding space for everyone, because it is a much more, it's a lot of the new builds and the new city construction is in that area, which is incredibly densely populated compared to where we were, which was kind of out in the forest and almost semi-rural, really.
Right. Just one last question. That's on kind of a practical question here. I mean, work, school, are you able to do anything to maintain a sense of normalcy, or is it just sort of, okay, we're evacuated and we're in a crisis mode every day, all day?
I finally picked up my laptop and some work, so I'm hoping I can start doing some work tomorrow. School for the kids, I think a lot of the community teachers, a lot of the people who work in the schools where my kids are, they're neighbors who have been evacuated as well. So there's no expectation really for homeschooling or anything at this stage. And yeah, so we're all in that situation where it's so chaotic that it's hard to get anything done. So I've been trying my best to reply to emails to say I'm sorry, we're dealing with some stuff right now, but it's hard to have any normality really to get anything done. So
I guess so. Yeah, I think you could have a pretty good excuse for not getting any work done right now, Rhys. Thank you so much for your time,
Exactly.
and we wish you all the best. Hope things are safe and back to normal there very soon.
Thank you so much.
That was Rhys Waters in Hunts Point, Nova Scotia.